Yeah, so we can't talk about any specific plans that Samsung may have. I will say that we have met with Samsung when we were here because they are a very important company for South Carolina and value that relationship very much. South Carolina offers incentives for companies to locate in South Carolina based on the amount of investment that they make in our state and the number of jobs that they create, and in particular what part of our state they may locate in. They may qualify for different types of incentives. And we hope to be very competitive what other states offer in terms of incentives. We believe that the decision to locate a new facility, which involves a big investment for any company, and is a big decision that is usually made by the CEO of any company, is one that is made for decades. And so what we believe is our primary ability to compete is we have a long and good record of partnering with the companies that locate in our state to support their business and the success of their business for decades and over the long term. We have a program called Ready SC, which helps prepare the workforce for that business. We will actually tailor a specific training program for workers for whatever business that is. So for example, if an EV battery company wanted to locate in South Carolina, our state would send specifically trained teachers to their facilities elsewhere in the world so they could come to Korea and see how the workers in Korea are, what they do and what skills they have. And then they would go back to South Carolina and prepare a specific training program for students to acquire the right skills for that particular industry. So that would be an example of something that would be very specific to an EV company if it wanted to locate in South Carolina. So both Clemson and University of South Carolina are great assets for our state. It's recognized as leading research universities in the world. Clemson in particular has designed several programs in the automotive industry. So for example, Clemson is the home of the International Center for Automotive Research, which we call ICAR. ICAR has several research programs that are really on the cutting edge of the automotive industry, including research into battery chemistry and into other assets of the EV industry as well. In addition, Clemson University started last year the only undergraduate automotive engineering program in the United States. In addition, the University of South Carolina has an engineering school with over 40 different programs in engineering, and so that is a great asset for our state as well. In addition to that, we have several other universities, in particular historically black colleges and universities that have very strong engineering programs. So I think Clemson produces around 2,000 engineers per year. South Carolina produces close to 1,000 engineers per year. In addition, you add up all the other schools that are producing engineers, it adds up to about 800 engineers per year. South Carolina is the only state in the United States that has an internationally recognized chapter of the Fraunhofer, which is a collaboration between universities and private companies. So any private company that has a particular problem that they want to have addressed, they can bring it to the Fraunhofer chapter in South Carolina, and then they will coordinate having the university's students work on that problem with the company until they can solve it. Last year, our governor, Henry McMaster, had an EV summit, and after that EV summit, he was the first governor in the United States to issue an executive order where he actually asked my department, the Department of Commerce, to develop programs to specifically address development of EV in South Carolina. So we have created a whole program around that. We have launched a website which focuses on EV in South Carolina, and we're working very hard to develop that in our state. Korea is a global leader in the EV and EV battery world, and that is one of the reasons why I'm here in Korea for my second visit, is to meet with companies and to let people know that South Carolina is open for business for Korean companies, and we would love to have Korean companies located in our state. We can't talk about any specific plans that Samsung may have. I will say that we have met with Samsung when we were here because they are a very important company for South Carolina, and we value that relationship very much.